大家好. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today, I have a bit of a surprise topic for Jai, so we're gonna see how he reacts to it. This is more of a comedic video, a little bit, to talk about a funny-ish topic. It's also a little bit serious, but mostly funny. So, did you know that Denmark breaks records every single year? And we break our own record every year in something.
The happiness?
No, that's Finnish people, I think.
Oh.
I'm happy.
Safety?
We are one of the safest countries, that's true.
Yeah.
We're number 1, 2, 3 in a lot of things. But I don't think people will expect this one. So, I know that a stereotype that exists here is that us as Caucasians are more out there about our sexual behavior. And that we're a bit more promiscuous, let's say. I disagree with that. I don't think we are.
Yeah, I think
much.
that's just a stereotype.
Yeah, don't have that assumption about people just because they're from a specific part of the world. I just think we're more open about talking honest about our experiences. But our cultures are different a little bit in something to do with sex, to be honest. So you guys had a big, like, wrap it up culture.
Like, let's not talk about it.
No. Like, literally wrap up your meal.
2,000 years later.
What do you mean? Wrap it up? With what? Cloth?
Condom.
Oh.
Well, in Denmark, I think we can guess that we might be a little bit worse at getting that done.
Yeah. You talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that has caused a bit of an issue. So Denmark breaks the record every single year in the fact that we have the most chlamydia cases.
Wait, what is chlamydia?
Chlamydia is an STI. It's the most common STI in the world across the board. It's a bacteria that's spread when you have sexual contact.
Oh, okay.
But in Denmark it's pretty bad. So every single year, more than 30,000 people test positive for this.
More than 30,000?
And
like, how many people do you have?
almost 6 million. So in 2022, how many people do you think tested positive in Denmark? I already told you it's above 30,000.
40?
Yeah, you're very close. 41,000 tested positive. 41.6, I think.
That's a lot of, that's almost 1% of the population.
That's so embarrassing. But yeah, it's really problematic, and even more so in that year, more than 300,000 people got tested, or almost 300,000 people, I believe. A big problem in all of this is that women get tested way more than men.
Because women are easier to get these?
No, that's not why. It's just, I think women are more responsible, to be honest. Men are less responsible about the health of their partner, if I'm honest. Like, in Denmark, it's very common for guys to be like, oh, I don't wanna wear a condom.
A grown man acting like a child.
They make it like, I am a victim of circumstance here.
Yeah. Please
allow me to possibly give you an illness. Out of these more than 300,000 people that got tested, 199,000 of those people were women. And only about 86,000 people were men. I think we can maybe assume that men are spreading it to multiple partners, you know? And then the most common age for people to have this is the ages between 15 to 29. In the age group for 20 to 25, 10% of the male population test positive in 2022.
Oh my god.
And 5% of women in the same age
That means
group.
you definitely know someone. No, a lot of people, actually.
I mean, I could say I know multiple people that have had it. I have been lucky enough that I have never had it. It's not that uncommon that people visit Scandinavia and have a fun night out, you know. We're all human.
Yeah.
It's okay. We should be more realistic that people have experiences in life, I think. If you visit Denmark and you meet a date that you like, or just someone local, keep it in mind that you could go home with more than what you expected.
Yeah.
Also, just in general, you don't want to risk suddenly having a kid with someone in a foreign country. That would be horrible. But it is definitely scary. Like, let's say your partner cheats on you, which cheating is a huge thing that happens in every country. Honestly, anyone who cheats on their partner and then come back to them, you know, seriously.
You don't care about your family at all.
But also just like, you should at least care about your partner's health. I think that's the part that's upsetting, because like, if you've been cheated on, in my situation, that was the first thing I worried about. It wasn't like, oh my god, you cheated on me. It was more like, do I now have a problem?
Yeah.
But again, my advice is demand that anyone you're with gets tested. That will always be my personal demand. Like I said, that's what I told him, that was my requirement.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even get within like 2 feet of me without being tested. There is like a safety zone around. Because
That's
you
very
never
important.
know. A lot of time people go around being like, well, I don't feel like anything is wrong. People say that it takes around 3 months, between 3 months to a year, before you see any symptoms, if you ever will get symptoms. But are you surprised?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
I mean, the number is terrifying.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that big of a number to Chinese people, but when you look at the percentage of the population that actually is...
There's only a little bit more than 5 million people in Denmark.
Yeah.
That's half of Hangzhou. You have what? How many people that get tested positive?
Oh, 41,000. And it grows around 1% a year. We can do better, guys.
Yeah.
We're a very developed country. We should not be this silly. But don't be judgmental to Danes. It is, I will say, the other countries that score very high are a neighboring country. So it's a cultural issue.
And also,
definitely.
A lot of countries don't get tested.
Yeah, at least
these
they
people
know and they get treatment. You know, like, that's the positive side, is you get medicine and you're hopefully fine after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both got tested before we met each other because I don't want him to have any issues. I don't want to have any issues. It's just pure respect for your partner, I think.
Yeah.
And if you can't ask your partner to get tested, you should start thinking about if you should really be with someone where you feel that uncomfortable. If you can take off your clothes with someone, they can go to the doctor.
Yeah.
I think that's a very fair standard, you know.
Yeah.
I love that Norwegians now are starting to also talk about, on TikTok, it's becoming a bit of a trend. It was a Norwegian girl and people were completely gobsmacked because she started out,
we're Norwegians, of course we have chlamydia.
and people around the world were so shocked. Because they're like, what do you mean? And Norwegians were like, yeah. And they's like, same. It's a bonding moment.
It's like a Scandinavian badge.
Are you really Scandinavian if you haven't had chlamydia? We should write that on the list of like...
Maybe that's why you left.
It's writing on the list of like, I don't like beer. Not Scandinavian. I don't really like white potatoes. Not Scandinavian. I don't like licorice that much. Not Scandinavian. Haven't had chlamydia. Not Scandinavian.
Oh my god.
Haven't had a kid outside marriage. Not Scandinavian. We can still, you know what? We can still manage to do that one. I can still become Scandinavian if we choose to have a kid before marriage. But I feel like his parents will be like, you guys are getting married.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not Chinese enough.
To the Danish people that are going to watch this video, if you get offended,
You probably need to test it.
go to the doctor, please. Well, stay safe out there. Practice safe intimacy with your partner or people that aren't your partner. I don't know.
Not my business.
Not my business. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you liked the video and hope you consider subscribing for more very weird Julie moments. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye.